Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a fundamental challenge that's shaking higher education to its core. It's all because of generative AI, and it's forcing a complete rethink of how we measure what someone actually knows. So let's just start with a number, 400%. What do you think that is? Well, that's the staggering increase in AI-related academic misconduct cases that were reported during the 2024 to 2025 school year. A figure that huge, it's a signal that something is fundamentally breaking down. And look, this isn't just a simple cheating problem. It goes way deeper. We're talking about a massive crisis of trust. You know the old ways of checking what a student knows? Homework, reports. Their credibility as actual proof of ability has been, well, pretty much obliterated. In fact, experts are starting to call this a survival crisis for universities. And that's not an exaggeration, because it threatens the very value of a degree itself. So let's really dig into why. You see, if the way we assess students doesn't change, we're facing two huge risks. First off, degree devaluation. I mean, think about it. If anyone can produce an A-plus report with AI, how do we know who's really capable? And second, and maybe even more worrying, are the capability gaps. We could end up with students who look amazing on paper, but can't actually perform in the real world without AI holding their hand. That's a dangerous gap between a credential and a real skill. The year 2025, that was the big awakening moment. It was when universities all around the world pretty much admitted, okay, the old model is broken. And that realization has kicked off three major structural shifts in response. The first, and maybe the most immediate change, is a major comeback for in-person exams. Now, this isn't about going backward. It's a strategic move to ensure academic integrity and basic fairness. And you can see why right here. The credibility of take-home work has just plummeted because of AI. You just can't verify it. So to guarantee that you're actually testing a student's own knowledge, the focus is swinging right back to in-person assessments. It's the only way to be sure. And make no mistake, this is a global trend. You've got UC San Diego talking about a renaissance of oral exams. Then you have Ireland's Higher Education Authority pushing universities to do more in-person assessments. It's a coordinated, worldwide effort to protect the meaning of a degree. Okay, so if that final in-person exam is what really matters now, then it stands to reason that universities also have to change how they look at all the work that leads up to it. The focus has to shift from just the final product to the process itself. This brings us to something called process-based assessment. And the key insight here, it's simple, but it's really powerful. An AI can give you a perfect final report in seconds, but what it can't do is fake the messy human process of thinking, of drafting, revising, and slowly deepening your ideas over time. The goal now is to make that whole intellectual journey visible. So how does this work in the real world? It means grading isn't just about that final paper anymore. Instead, the value is placed on submitting your drafts, giving progress reports in class, and basically showing your work. The intellectual journey itself is what gets graded. The process is the product. Now, this doesn't mean homework is just disappearing. Not at all. Actually, its entire purpose is being completely redefined from the ground up. So homework is transforming. It's not just a thing you do for a grade anymore. Now it has two new, really important functions. First, it's a tool for you to practice on your own. Use AI at home to nail down the basic concepts, which frees up class time for much more high-level debates. And second, it becomes a test of your AI collaboration skills. You're encouraged to use AI, but you have to submit your prompt history and revisions to show how you can guide and optimize what the AI produces. That's a critical skill for the modern world. So these three big shifts, the return of in-person exams, the focus on the thinking process, and the new role of homework, they are all connected. And they all point to one single undeniable conclusion about what really matters now. Which brings us to probably the single most important question for any student or educator today. In an age where AI can do so much, what's the one human ability that just cannot be faked or replaced? And the answer is this. It's the ability you can demonstrate and defend on your own in real time. What matters now is not what you can produce with an AI helping you, but what you can prove you actually know and can do, live and under pressure. And honestly, this shift is absolutely essential. It makes sure that knowledge is truly internalized, that it's in your brain, not just in the cloud. It prevents that degree valuation we talked about, and it forces the development of core skills like oral expression and logical reasoning, things that are more valuable than ever. And that really just leaves us with this final thought, a powerful summary of the new reality. In the age of AI, the ultimate advantage isn't technology, it's the agility of the human mind. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.